A little bird told me that you like pretty covers. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reads, and today guys, we are talking about some beautiful books, but before we get into that, please do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel grow. You can check the description box down below for links to all my social media. We got Instagram if you want to look at pretty book pictures, we've got Discord if you want to chat on a regular basis, we've got Amazon if you want to send me a book for my collection, or we've got Patreon if you want to support the channel in a different manner. It is always appreciated. But with all of that out of the way, we've got some gorgeous books to talk about. And a small caveat before we get started talking about these books is these are all standard editions. These are not special editions. I know you can see that I've got some special editions all on this shelf. They've all got beautiful art. They're all beautiful books. What they aren't is readily available. You have to pay out the wazoo, and you've got to kind of get lucky, or you've got to find a good price on them, or you've got to hunt them down because they're out of print, yada yada. We're not doing that. We're doing standard editions that you should go onto any book website, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Indigo, Blackwell's, and you could readily get your hands on these books. That's what this video is about. And we're going to start it off with this one that I've got right here. You can kind of see it. But, boom, my face isn't important. Look at this gorgeous cover. This is The Blood of Crows by Alex C. Pierce. What I love about this book cover is just the pop of greenery that you can kind of see throughout. You've got this kind of crystalline sort of city. You've got all these bright, beautiful colors, and yet they aren't clashing with each other. I love this. This looks like an amazing painting, doesn't it? Like, it's so stunning. Let's give some credit where the credit is due. We have got cover by Thea Magarand right there. Gorgeous cover. Just drink it in. I will have all of these books linked in the description box down below if you want to go ahead and pick them up for yourself so you can have these works of art on your shelves as well. So again, that's The Blood of Crows by Alex C. Pierce. Just a gorgeous way to start off this list. And then we're going to go from gorgeous just to straight awesome. Look at that. That's Iron Prince. This is Warformed, Stormweaver, #1, Bryce O'Connor, Luke Chimolenko. And I've got this thing with like black, white, and blue style of covers. I just love them. They speak to me. I just think they're badass. And I mean, just look at this. We got Raiden Ward here on the cover, just looking like an absolute bamf. It's gorgeous. It's got a power pose where he's just holding his sword. He's got a claw with like just these icicles in the other hand. He's covered in armor. His eyes are like, like Raiden the Thunder God. His eyes are shining. It's just so incredibly cool. Look at that thing. Isn't that awesome? Who's our cover art by? Our cover art on this one is by cover illustration is by Yam. So I don't know who that is, but if you do know who that is, make sure to link them this video because they did an amazing job. Then we've of course got a Felix Ortiz. You knew Felix Ortiz was going to show up in this video. It would have been a crime if Felix Ortiz had not showed up in this video. We've got Blood of the Spear by Mark Timoney. And one of the things I've learned recently about myself is I enjoy a good pop of yellow on my covers. For some reason, they just make them shine. And we've got, let me get in a little closer because there's so much detail here. And one of the things I appreciate about Blood of the Spear is I know exactly what scene this cover art is from. Like, this is straight up lifted from the book and put on there. And that's not always the case. It's not always an identifiable scene on the cover. This is just absolutely fantastic. We've got this kind of dragon skeleton. We've got one of our main characters got a spear in his hand. We got somebody with fire in their hands. It's absolutely awesome. And then if you kind of rotate to the back, it's a full wraparound illustration. And for that reason, this one is an absolute stunner. And again, like I said, cover art is, I'm 90% sure, by Felix Ortiz. But let's just do a confirmation here real quick. Cover illustration by Felix Ortiz. So there we go. Felix Ortiz just has a very distinctive style. When it's him, you know it's going to be him. He's fantastic. Then we've got, right here, we've got His Ragged Company by Rance D. Denton. And this is a fantasy western. I love the illustration. This is, I believe, the Testimony of Elias Faust. And this is Elias right here. He's riding away on this steed. He's got his 6-shooter. And then we've got this ghoul in the background with sand coming out of his mouth. Almost kind of like a vampire or some sort of ghoul. I don't know. This cover just speaks to me. It's gorgeous. Look at the spine, because like the design doesn't just stop on the cover. It's got this gorgeous spine, and it's got a back illustration as well. This is an absolute banger. And the cover design is done by Sean Martin. Sean Martin killed this edition. I absolutely love it. What I love even more is that says 1, which means someday there's probably going to be a 2. And I can't wait to see what that cover looks like, because I'm here for it. Then we've got John Douglas's The Black Crown, Age of Adventure #1. We've got this young orc gentleman with this crown surrounded in a purple halo just out of reach. He's reaching for it, and he's got this big old book on his hip. I don't know, I love this. We've got, of course, got the purple and black dragon in the background with, again, that pop of gold and yellow just works for me when it comes to titles. And again, we've got the design done beautifully on the spine as well. I really, really enjoyed that. And the cover for this one, I believe, was by J. Caleb Design, who just does an absolutely amazing job on all the covers that he does. He also does Christopher G. Brenning's series as well, and he does an amazing job. In fact, I'll show you another one of his. He does like Hellborn King and stuff like that. Oh, J. Caleb Design knows how to do cover art. Fantastic. Then, of course, we've got the Keeper Chronicles. Again, with that pop of yellow, it just works for me, especially when you take it around the border as well. I don't know why, but blue, white, black, and a pop of yellow, it just works. But essentially, this is the omnibus edition that you can get off of Amazon. Great spine, beautiful back. Like, I don't know, this book feels like a gift. It feels like a work of art, and it's just the standard edition, and I have so much love for it. We've got a keeper right here on the cover, surrounded by all kinds of magic. They're holding open a book. It's just awesome. And the cover is done by Billy Christian. Billy Christian, a fantastic cover right here. I mean, I just absolutely love this one. While you're watching, like, make sure to let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite standard edition covers that you have on your shelves, so that I can go and look at the beautiful art, because I freaking love it. We've got the Assassin of Grins and Secrets. Again, we've got that yellow motif, and it wasn't until I was pulling books off of my shelf that I realized that I loved the yellow motif. Like, it was just like, oh, like, a lot of these have a pop of yellow, and I didn't realize that was something I was drawn to, and I 100% am. This is by K.E. Andrews. We've got Saren, the main character, here on the cover. She's an assassin. You can see this kind of bloody dagger here on the cover. She's just looking awesome. Her eyes. Let's get in on her eyes. Look at those eyes. Isn't that fantastic? Like, again, you don't need to see my face. It's all about the books today. This is an exquisite book and a fantastic read. I loved reading this book. We got 3 more. You knew Chris McGrath was going to pop up here somewhere. We've got Christopher Russell's Divinity's Twilight Remnant. And just look at this. This is a absolute stunner. I love these covers. But then again, Chris McGrath, he also does the Dresden Files. I almost said the Dresden novels, which wouldn't be incorrect, but he does the Dresden Files. And this one's an absolute banger. She's got these wings. She's got this kind of, I don't know, like, you can see, like, the irises are red. She's got these distinct eyebrows, and she just looks so realistic. And something I've never noticed is she's got magic in her hand. I've never once noticed that detail on this cover, and it just makes me love it even more. We've got all this fire in the background. This one is awesome. And yeah, this one's done by Chris McGrath. I know that right off the top of my head. Then we've got Hell for Hire. This is a new acquisition for me. This is by Rachel Aaron. And I mean, look at the text and the way she's kind of falling through the text. She's got, is that a gun or a sword? Yeah, she's got a sword, leather jacket, her hair's in the wind. It's such a dynamic cover. I absolutely love this one. And let's see who, and again, with the yellow. Like, I didn't know I liked yellow so much, but apparently I do. Cover illustration is by Louisa Preslier. That is an awesome cover, and it just, like, if I wasn't already drawn to Rachel Aaron, this would draw me to Rachel Aaron, because I'm reading her Eli Monpress series right now. I need to get back to it, but this was, as soon as this released, it was pre-ordered, and it was in my collection, like, day of release. And then you didn't think I was going to do a video about amazing illustrations and not talk about Michael Whelan. That was obviously never going to happen. For some reason, there's cat hair in my book. But we've got Michael Whelan here. This is The War of the Flowers by Tad Williams. And you're going to understand why I love this when I turn it around so you can see the back. Already, like, Tad Williams is a legend. And he's a legend for a reason. But look at the back of the book, where it just kind of zooms in a little bit more on that front cover, and you see all of that fantastic detail that is here. It's here. It's all right in here. It just kind of cuts out this individual. I haven't read this one yet, but it's literally been on my radar because of the cover. There's just something about what Michael Whelan is able to accomplish with his covers and his art that just is so incredibly enticing. We've got this industrial city that's got, like, it's on fire, and it looks like it's got, like, all sorts of demons and stuff like that. We've got a dragon flying around right up here in the cover. It's so great. And then, like, we kind of zoom in, and we've got all these flowers and fairies. There's, like, a fairy right there. And then this guy who just is in a leather jacket looking nonplussed with this elf woman. And he's just kind of watching the chaos. He's just like, oh, look at all that over there. Anyway, these are just 10 of some of the most beautiful and striking covers that I have in my collection. They're all readily available. This, I think, is out of print, but you could still easily get your hands on it very easily. I think I got this at Half Price Books for like $5 randomly. And yeah, this one is very easy to get a hold of. Everything else is still very much in print in these formats. But yeah, let me know in the comments what some of your most beautiful covers are. And that's all I really got for you today, guys. So, till next time, peace out, stay magical, bye. And as always, I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting my passion and my hobby. It means the world to me.